In this video, you're going to be introduced to some quite unpleasant people who want to come at me or my job and perhaps even see me ostracized from the community. So if you're not like them, you're actually a lovely person who wants to support my work and see me more a part of the community and do more content, then you could support me by getting 10% off some Gamer Subs with the code Thorin, Thorin, at gamersubs.gg. Maybe check out the cherry lime skull flavour, got a delicious sweet flavour to it. I'm a big fan of the lemonade. It's like the old citrus lemonade flavour. Right, obviously, this is one of these classic Thorin versus blocked where they get blocked for no reason at all. I never even spoke to him. Like, I just disagreed with him. All I did is make a good point and he just blocked. He has a bot that blocks everyone who ever touched or saw you and had any connection of 6 apparitions of Kevin Bacon to you in your life, or someone who might have heard a comment by a guy who once met someone who then upset him because they liked a tweet, and then he blocks all of them using a neural net, like all the crazy stuff that you get throughout. This is one of those videos, and we're going to get straight into it because this is the industry edition. So not just random plebeians. These are people who in theory are part of my industry. They're almost peers of mine, or perhaps even colleagues at one point in time. And yet they're rabble-rousing. They're hating on me. They're saying outrageous things. I mean, you could say, I don't get that serious about the internet, but you could even say it's borderline harassment at times, right? So let's get into this jazz. This is someone called Cozy Josie, as you can see there. She is a Valorant caster who was worked in Valorant esports. She's done Game Changers. I think she's Australian. She's worked with Nerd Street, full-time uni student apparently at the moment. So here's a good one. Remember that whole thing where I commented on Semler's comments about the Women's League? I never said my opinion about what should happen to the Women's League. I don't need to. I've got hundreds of hours of content out there where I explain what I think about these topics. People just choose not to go and look it up because they want to hate. So when all that was going on, I defended Semler. This is an individual who came in, doesn't even know me, no connection to me at all, and they come in and someone else has posted something along the lines that, I was blocked by Thorin for no reason. So this individual's jumped in and gone, please block me, tagged me, please block me at Thorin so I feel included. So at the time, I was handing out loads of blocks to idiots. I used to read my replies back then, so I was just getting a flood of stupid shit as I was trending. So I thought, yeah, fuck it. Who's this moron just rabble-rousing, tagging me? Block him. Then they go, I'm in the Block by Thorin club now. Let's fucking go. And they're loving it. Oh, Block by Thorin club, all this stuff. So let's keep going through their history, shall we? Then, let's look at the time on that, by the way. Timestamp on my time is 3:07 a.m. on that day. Gets blocked by me. Less than an hour later, 3:56 a.m., same day, add a new incel in esports list. So now me and Semler are incels. This person doesn't even know us, knows nothing about us. They've asked to be blocked, and now we're incels. We're people who can't have sex. And that's actually one of the problems that's made us hateful pieces of shit. By the way, when they say incel, it's just a targeting way of saying, hate this person. In fact, do anything to this person. They're not human. So this character goes, add a new incel in esport list. At Onfire Semler tags him. At Onfire Thorin tags me. And now what does this person say in brackets, parentheses? Look at this and remember the context of what they just tweeted. Has everyone who spoke up about the women in esports topic blocked now? Right, if you think that's true, you are a fucking imbecile. But more importantly, the implication is that I only blocked people for speaking up about women in esports. That's what gets you blocked because I'm an incel, right? Except, why did I block this individual? They asked me if they could be blocked. Nothing to do with women in esports whatsoever. So what they've done is go, please block me. Then when blocked, flex the block and then go to, he just blocks people because they're women or they speak up in favour of the women on esports topic. Then it goes down here. This can be added to at any point in time. Does it seem like a compassionate, cool person, by the way? Caster in Valorant, by the way. Game Changers, even a one where it's about, creating a safe space for females and people who are not men, basically, to compete. As usual, by the way, fueled by resentment and hatred, misandry of men. This can be added to at any point in time because I feel like these closet incels are coming out daily. Remember, you're an incel because you blocked her. I'm about to start a Block by Thorin support group. Here's a good one. Remember the date there? 24th of December, 2021. Less than a year later, September the 11th, 2022. I'm so sick and tired of people making sexist comments in my Valorant games. Are you ready? Really interesting. What the fuck does me being a woman have to do with playing the game? But me being a man and then blocking her when she asks to be blocked means that I'm an incel because I'm a man and I've done these things, and that I block everyone, it's implied, who's a woman, but who speaks up about women in esports. Suddenly it's all about your sex and the demographic background you're from. Weird how that works, isn't it? Meet Riot Tiny Bun. You can already tell where this is going. This is an individual who is a senior producer on skins and more for League of Legends. They're a plant witch and a bleeding heart, and then they've got the hashtags, haven't they? So in this thread, this person replies to a known lunatic who's just tweeted at me 1 billion times, who, by the way, look, you go up here, it's all about being blocked. Oh, Riot, Bex has blocked us. You keep going down, oh, what's going on? Oh, so what about Richard Lewis and all that? And then someone here goes, telling off Richard Lewis, and this guy goes, she goes, oh, thanks. I could do more than send one tweet and get blocked, though. Like, actually do something productive. The lunatic goes, I hear that. Used to drop in on his or Thorin's post. Hasn't he mentioned me, but I'm just now mentioned because I'm Richard Lewis, or we're the same person. So, yeah, I harass Richard Lewis and Thorin, actually. So, I used to, like, drop in on his posts to try and throw some reason. If you've seen past episodes, this is the sort of lunatic that just posts stupid hate comments 24/7 and everything's about how you're wrong. They think that's social behaviour, by the way, that they're, like, helping me as a human by doing that. But after RL hit up Breitbart, I gave up, lol. This is in 2016. Here's a banger. She goes, I'm relieved I'm blocked because I can't go hate read his feed anymore. This person needed to be blocked. Remember, she could always have blocked Richard Lewis, then never see his tweets ever again. No. She needs Richard Lewis because she won't do it otherwise. Otherwise, she has to feel compelled to go and hate read Richard Lewis's tweets. And if Richard Lewis doesn't block her, she won't be able to resist that temptation. And by the way, she disagrees with me, but at least his content isn't shit. Richard Lewis's content was shit in 2016, according to this person, who hate reads his tweets and can't stop themselves, so they're grateful that Richard blocked them. This is the sort of people in my industry who are supposed to be senior producer. These people are supposed to be my colleagues and peers, and I'm supposed to treat them with respect. Then we have this character, Lydia, head of broadcast operations at OS Studios, mentor and speaker, mom at home, can kind of explain the plot of Kingdom Hearts. Okay, let's see where this goes, right? So this is a character. We'll just go right down to the bottom, right? They first appear around here where they've just decided, I'm a piece of shit. Because remember that time I explained the etymology of a word that everyone said had no etymology, only meant one thing ever in history. And if you didn't say it only ever meant that meant you used the word like that and hate the people that the word might be used as a slur for now. Yeah, I've been on the fence about Thorin, but I think this pretty much solidifies it. Okay, what's the problem? Then, a few days later, and yet we wonder what's wrong with Thorin saying Alex Jones is a G. Okay, I don't think people did wonder that. I think it almost went viral and loads of people sent hate to me. But that's not enough for you, of course. As the commissar for communist revolution, I have to be either be put against the wall with a firing squad or something, or do a struggle session in a gulag. Then we keep going. One day, this is the same year, esports media outlets will care more about treating their writers well, get ready for this, than posting clickbait or juicy pieces by RL and Thorin. Right, so first of all, we are the best writers in the history of esports, so actually they should treat us well, logically, but dickheads like you don't like good work, so you actually want to hate on us. So rather than posting clickbait, what clickbait, by the way, have we ever posted? Now maybe this is somebody who just doesn't do very good sentence construction. They mean clickbait, but I think they're implying by us, or juicy pieces by us, right? So they shouldn't publish juicy pieces by us, the best journalists who've done the best work ever, and they should care more about their writers. Like, make it make sense. Then here's a good one. 2020. This idiot goes, oh, bloody people nominated for journalist. Where's all the POC? Only a few women. Repeat people. Oh, my, repeated people get nominated. The best people get repeated more than once. And half of them are from the same publication. And then this person goes, since when was Thorin a journalist? And then this idiot goes, I mean, I couldn't even check to see if he is a journalist because I'm blocked, so... Since when was Thorin a journalist? Forever. 2001. Where the fuck were you? Exactly, dickhead. Same year, later in the same year, by the way, it just implied I'm not even a journalist. Are you ready for a good one? On a post about whether or not people should nominate me to win. Here's a good one. Just noticed Thorin has me blocked. I've never even talked to the man. Ha ha ha, I'm really confused. Are you ready? Same lol. Hasn't talked to me, but has actively publicly talked shit about me and said ridiculous things. He went on a mass blocking of women a while ago. No clue why you got caught in here. Haha. Now, explain this to me, guys. Are we not gaslighting like a motherfucker when we suggest I only block women? Aren't there a bazillion men who claim he blocks everyone? He blocked half the industry. He blocked all the people who ever liked to tweet. But they're only women when a woman gets blocked. Because that's the pivot for a weak mind. Someone who actually has no point and doesn't even really have anything that I've ever done to them has to pivot to. He just blocks everyone because we're women. Weird how that works. And then here we go. Now, I also want to know why he was blocking women. Yeah, because it doesn't make any fucking sense, you cretin. And also, your own comment is for no reason. So then an idiot, as though I've ever said this ever in my life, goes, Pretty sure, so definitely not then, you just made this up out your arse. Pretty sure his explanation was, cause I can. So, you know, top notch. By the way, why would cause I can not be a good reason to block people I think are shitty to clean up my feed and not to see your comments anymore? Oh, sorry, it's cause you're a woman. Cause you've got XX chromosome. Well, I've just said the dreaded sin. Oh my God, I might have to be in a struggle session now for saying that a woman would be involved. So cause you are a woman, I'm not allowed to block you unless I have a good enough reason that you think that's a real top-notch reason to block you. Not because you've said I'm not even a journalist and mad shit like that. This is Jay Masad, the digital marketing lead at .x Talent. I even know people, friends of mine who are at .x Talent, represented by them. 8 years working in esports. Oh my God, dude, 8 years. Well, I mean, currently it's 2024. So you've been here a total of since 2016. My God. I was here 15 years before you, dickhead. Working esports, marathon runner, vegan, aspiring Ironman, an author, and you know what comes next. Let's get into this guy, shall we? I probably haven't interacted with a Thorin tweet since 2019, so I'm strangely honoured to be blocked. By the way, as though you can't just like find someone shitty about you now. Do this search here, advanced search. See they said some shit before and go, I think I'll just take care of it now and block them. Again, that's just weird to do that, isn't it? Yeah, to protect yourself against dickheads trying to rub arouse against your career and just lie about you relentlessly. So you go back to 2019. Okay, yeah, he's posting a bunch of league stuff to me. Bizarrely, doesn't hate me at this point in time. He's posting a bunch of league stuff, isn't he? Posting a bunch of league stuff. You keep going back to Phelios. Okay, Phelios, keep going back. All seems pretty legit so far. Notice I'm not blocking him at this point in time. Just didn't even know about him, right? I spoke out to vouch for this journalist. Wait a minute. So when someone wrote an article about me being a piece of shit who shouldn't represent the esports industry because I just won Journalist of the Year, this person goes, the claims about Thorin were substantiated by some evidence, plus Thorin probably doesn't give a shit. Right, so you're agreeing that the evidence that I'm a piece of shit who shouldn't represent the industry, yeah, they had evidence behind it. Wonder why I blocked you. Wonder why I might not want it to be involved here. But you ready? This is where it gets better. A few days earlier, Ramelia, someone I actually knew after this, by the way, and certainly did not have a hostile attitude towards me. In fact, it was quite friendly to me. They then posted something which is now deleted. And this guy goes, Thorin was racist and deserves to be called out on it. I think this is when she was defending Richard and me in the article. Personally, I don't think that should affect his standing in a community voted award. Okay. But in that regard, I can see where the writer is coming from. The IRL stuff is pretty irrelevant, though. Are you ready for the banger? Look at the year, 2017, December. In January of 2016, a whole year before. By the way, if you hate me, you think I'm racist, surely you think it was based on things in 2014, 2015, 2016. No, in 2016, magically, are you ready? First ever tweet to me. I'm doing a dissertation on esports and media. Would you be interested in a 5-minute bitch session about it? Now, unsurprisingly, I wasn't and didn't do that. But this person wanted me to talk to them, waste my time with them about it for their esports and media dissertation. And then a year later, this just shitting all over me as a piece of shit. And then talking about how it's justified, the evidence that shows that I'm a horrible person. What a lovely industry. This is Jess Crybaby or Babby. They do photo broadcast in esports. I'm trusting this is someone in the industry. So, okay, here we go, 2021. Love how this goes, of course. When Stupid Slasher posts just a general abstract tweet about bad tweets, the transphobic and homophobic religious guy suing Twitch for religious discrimination, Thorin and Hastro, trying to guess who these are. So think about these. Look at the order, like, who did I miss? Because I think he then did a list of, like, guesses or whatever. Then there's one where I've done some of the double lift here, okay, tweeting at me before here. Oh, look at this. What a lovely person this is, by the way. Never communicate with this person ever. Let's just go down. This is 2021. Let's look what they were saying to me in 2018. This is the kind of people I block. Right. So I made a post about how Gagori was never one of the best flex tanks, which is what was claimed by a bunch of people and a bunch of bullshit. I talked about how I'd actually gone and consulted the experts in the industry to show as much, to show that fucking sweet potatoes asshole who works for Polygon now was full of shit by giving Gagori, who was on a team that went 0-44, third place in the MVP voting for season 1. So then I make all these points here. This asshole goes, are you actually mentally challenged because your brain-dead mind can't count, nor can it understand Overwatch? Come back when you learn what the payload is, right? What the fuck has that got to do with anything I've said there? But the idea that I was mentally challenged and I can't count. What's it got to do with Gagori being really good, by the way? It's because I think I said something like, look, there's dozens of players not in Overwatch League who are better than her. Absolutely true, by the way. At the time, after season 1, there was all those talented people on Runway and all those people in Korea and fucking China, you idiots. You just don't know the fucking game because you're a cretin. So I wonder why I might have blocked this asshole. You might know this idiot. It's someone who, let's see, Hobshy, Pixel Nerds founder, Twitch partner. They've got 47k followers, some sort of streamer or some asshole. So in May 2022, you should know that this date is the date that I flamed Fallen and then Simple and everyone flamed me. This person goes, Richard Lewis blocked me because he disagreed with someone that I followed. Yeah, right. Thorin blocked me because, actually, I don't really know. Maybe he saw the future of me realising how useless he is. So the future, he's going to realise how useless I am. But are you ready? After Jake Socky dares to comment on this whole thing and show me, as in just take a fucking screenshot, because I didn't block it at the time, and show, look at the drama, everyone comment and give me likes, so you stupidly do. This guy goes, Thorin would stop posting and everyone would forget about him in days. Simple as the GOAT. There is no comparison. Who is this guy anyways? Analyst, colour commentary, dumb. Let's have a look at this guy. Remember, the future is going to be mental. So let's see why I might have blocked the person. We'll go all the way back. These are all to me, by the way. We're back in 2018. Let's keep going. Back in 2018. Oh, there's he complaining about Richard blocking him when I hadn't got him blocked at the time. Okay, keep going. Oh, such a Thorin moment. Loving this moment. Loving me back in 2017. Keep going back. Yep, keep going. 2017, 2016. 2016, still in 2016. Going back. He's only watching this All-Star game because of me. Hey, look at this. Check this out, guys. Check out what we got. Keep going back. Do you agree with Shaq? I mean, I burned the fuck out of Shaq, didn't I? Oh, only Thorin would roast Shaq like that. Thorin, why are you not at ESL 1 Cologne? This disappoints me. No, I'm a dum-dum. I'm a worthless dum-dum that you've now realised is useless. Let's go back to the comment about, by the way, these are all just a million fucking posts. So we'll go back to 2022, because who has the time to read all this shit? Oh, look at this. Oh, he unfollowed everyone, even ones that have nothing negative towards him. Nothing negative towards me. That's what Richard Lewis and Thorin do. By the way, loads of insults about me. Thorin expected, Chabler surprised me. Everything's about, oh, I am an asshole. As for Thorin, he blocked me. Thorin blocked me. Oh, my God. Watch what happens. Remember that I was just useless. That's the most important thing. I'm about to realise, like, first of all, everyone would forget me. And then I'm about to realise the future of this guy realising how useless I am. So let's see what happens in the future. So, okay, we've got some... Oh, I've unblocked them. Immediately starts posting at me. I've unblocked them this year. They're starting to post at me. And have discussions about this. So they're starting to post at me. Great at comparison. Pretty on point. That's weird. Nolan's the GOAT. I thought I was useless, mate. You don't need to ever post about me. Skin sight. Oh, what's going on? Oh, they use crypto. Oh, what about this gambling? Oh, I keep... As recently as April 6th, tweeting at me. What a silly industry of little children this is. Oh, he blocked me, so I'm just going to lie and say he's useless. I never cared about anything he ever said, and he's a piece of shit. Brilliant. What a brilliant industry. You probably know this guy. He's one of those little plebs who just made like a stats account where he used to just post stuff like, the number of LEC players who've been to top 16 at Worlds or whatever the fuck like that. Express lol. I'm not an expert. I just express. Predictions, LEC, IRL stats, and worst takes on the planet. Then he has a YouTube because he has 45k viewers. By the way, I even pumped this guy up early on and retweeted a few of the things. We'll see how that paid out. So then what happens is, Perks posted an interview, one of the best ones he's done, with me, quote tweet. Sadly, can't see it, crying, laughing. Warrington goes, I'm presuming it's Thorin somehow. He has me blocked and I've never interacted with him. This guy goes, he has bots that are blocking you when you liked something, for example. I've never used bots that block people, nor when they like something. What a mad thing to say. And think about how soon you'd just run through the entire esports industry if you were just blocking thousands of people at a time, you fucking idiot. Like, there's not millions of people in the Western esports Twitter scene, you know. So let's look into who this Express Law idiot is. Here we go. Weird how I guessed that later they became a piece of shit. Thorin is a dog. That's 100% right this year. Thorin and Ocelot, what a combo. Nuke played so well today. Nuke giga Chad after he talked shit to me. When Law came on Summoning Insight, I think that with your reach, you can make serious podcasts on your own. No need to promote Thorin. I was promoting her, you dumb fuck. No need to promote Thorin, who is only for the year while I had him blocked. For you, one of the cringiest persons in this community. And I'm pretty sure that you knew that he insulted a lot of people before. For example, this pregnant LCS caster. Everything about that's factually wrong. Everything about that. Doesn't even make any sense. By the way, when did this account even join Twitter? Joined in 2017, of course. One of those true OGs. Here's another one. As far as I know, you had a strong statement about Carlos, and now Thorin is okay, right? What have I done at all that would be like what you're claiming Carlos did? Did I promote Andrew Tate by your logic? You all say he promoted the sex trafficking. Did I do that? No, what you're saying, hey, if you don't like Carlos for what he did and what it was implied in his inferences of who his friends are, then you have to also not like Thorin because I've decided he's bad. Now do what I say, Law. Listen, woman, do what I fucking say. I control your life. You don't have agency. I hope it's a misunderstanding because he's blocked. He's this triggered. Go back. Thorin, lol. Ask Thorin again what he thinks about you to Fallen. By the way, Fallen, since this, met me in real life, was lovely to me. He took a picture with me. He thinks people like you are fucking losers. We have a laugh at you over a beer. Simple blocked me, so of course, Giga chat. Then we got commented before, so upset turning around here. You go back, something about upset here. Say I was retweeting shit like this. Wow, would love some of this. That means he only saw this because I retweeted it and this person commented on my retweet, which meant I was in the tagline. And he's going, just check my profile. That's weird. He doesn't have a problem with me promoting him, even though I'm a piece of shit. And this is only 2021. Weird how that works, isn't it? This is one of those ones where I just did a lot of good ones as shot chaser format. So the idea is a shot of alcohol, and then you have the chaser to get rid of the taste. So Moist Critical, your god, Zuma God. Again, Charlie, it's Charlie. I've never even watched a fucking stream. I watched one, actually. I watched a clip where he briefly commented on the LCS walkout on some like Marxist angle, even though like a dumb fuck. Actually, millions and millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars have been lost by the teams, and it mostly went to player salaries, so it wasn't at all a workers seized the means of production, was it? They already had the means of production, you daft cunt. So I go shot. Moist Critical in 2024 goes, anytime I see an interesting tweet and want to read replies, all I see is porn or unrelated clips of fucking trash. Nothing related to the original post. Just sludge spammed to farm engagements from the comment section. Now, this person doesn't follow Counter-Strike. They've never been a part of Counter-Strike. They've never had anything to do with it. They're just a general large streamer, right? So let's look what they did in 2022. When I made my Fallen tweet, and I wrecked Fallen, saying he's overrated. I think he is, by the way. Everyone in the universe, because it went viral, had to jump in and insult me to get a bit of clout. So he jumped in and said I was two-faced for saying he's the most overrated in history because in 2016, I posted a video saying he's the best in-game leader in the world. Player, in-game leader. 2022, 2016. Two-faced, he says. That's it. He popped in and said that only. Farm a load of likes for free instantly. By the way, he didn't even come up with that. Other people had been spamming that screenshot. I bet someone in his chat or something even fucking told him. Oh, not the screenshot. Sorry, he just posted the video and put two-faced because everyone else has already said it in this thread. Brilliant. This guy's called Horizon Cast. This is someone who's a videographer and editor, graphic designer, esports caster, analyst, content creator. Mate, this sounds like when you go to Hollywood and the woman works as a waitress and you go, oh, how long have you been working as a waitress? Well, I'm not really a waitress, of course. I'm actually an actor, singer, dancer, choreographer. And I work with crystals and I can channel the dead. It's like, nah, sounds like you're not good at any of those things. So this moron goes, well, this is interesting. 13th of May, right after the simple shit. Genuinely have no idea what got me blocked. Okay, interesting. Let's look into this, shall we? So first of all, he's already replied to me again, so don't worry about that. So I'll tell you what, we'll go back. We'll try and find out where he got blocked, shall we? We'll go back. This is pretty good. He's complaining about all the things I've said about Faker, all the things about Faker. Apparently, Faker was just awesome with his performances in 2023, including LCK, like the finals. Yeah, okay, well, he wasn't though, but okay. He's just stupidly posting this to try and counter me saying Faker's overrated. More about NACL. Let's keep going back. Here we go. Already, after I've unblocked him, by the way, he's talking shit again. Sympathetic, no. Thorin has earned his reputation. But not every take he has is wrong or even particularly controversial. All I'm saying is that I understand a little better how it feels to have a whole community fly off the handle for no reason. But you were part of it. You were part of that behaviour. So what he was replying to is he said, I think I understand a little better how at Thorin, atting me again, of course, whole communities fly off the handle in reaction to what are fairly balanced and reasonable takes. This whole weekend has been a learning experience. It hasn't, dickhead, because then you went back to rabble-rousing yourself about Faker because he's your god in League of Legends. So, yeah, let's go back and see what it is. Here's a brilliant one. Are you ready? So after I had him blocked, when I unblocked him the next year, he goes, just watch the video. I did my video about Danny and all the abusive stuff at the hands of EG. If what Thorin is saying is true, then EG/Nicole should be investigated the same way TSM was during the Reggie debacle. How were they investigated, you idiot? Those investigations either don't end or they turn up nothing, you fucking cretin. You're the idiot who wants, like, Congress to call up a fucking tech company again. You're not fucking spying on with the digit. No, of course not. No, you know you're under oath. Like, you fucking bozo. This is just for TV. Only saying if. He's saying if. I'm only saying if that was true, because the other people mentioned in this on both sides have not publicly come forward with anything. So unless everyone I mentioned comes forwards, then we can't know. I might just be full of shit, even though I've never lied in 22 years in the industry. But get ready for the reply or the one later. A few days later, well, obviously, when I put my video out, the next day they had Danny rush out and do this tweet where he said, hello all, I see there has been quite a lot of news out there, and I want to tell you that it is completely on me, and the accusations towards EG aren't true. The truth is that the pressure of being on an esports pro has overwhelmed me to my breaking point, and EG supported me all the way. A barefaced lie, because he was paid off. So then this asshole comes out a few days later and goes, so yeah, this is why we wait for all parties to say their piece before jumping in on a side. Thorin should take down that video, and to be honest, he owes EG/Nicole an apology. You can't make ambiguous claims like that with little to no proof and then have this happen. I didn't have no proof. I can't fucking show you the proof, you cretin. That is how private sources like this work. And then he goes back to commenting again. Brilliant. Here's a good one. You remember esports.com? By the way, anytime there's an esports.com, it's run by scammers and cynical cretins because they think, got to get the esports.com one. Everyone will go there, even though people don't go to websites anymore. They go 18th of October 2022. Remember this, when this person said that there was going to be a thing where you'd be able to block. It was a site that lets you block the author of the tweet and everyone who liked the tweet. So even though I've never used this, extremely mentally unhinged people claim they know that I have used it. This person goes, get ready to try and dunk on me. We finally figured out how @Thorin blocks you all, like this post to be blocked. But what's this reply? NYXL Jake, Jeffman2K, goes, hey, and the guy who obviously runs the account is this guy called Cliff Maloney. He goes, Cliff Maloney just going to steal my banger like that? Because he himself had already taken this exact tweet and put, oh, so that's how Thorin blocked me. So they took that tweet, copied it, and just put, we finally figured out how Thorin blocks you all. Like this post to be blocked. Just please give us engagement. Please give us engagement. We're esports.com. Now, what's funny about that, if you don't know, is I think it was the previous administration of esports.com got in trouble for actually just plagiarizing content from other people. And before that, there was one that was like some sort of like I think it was maybe like a crypto or some sort of investment scam. There's just been scams all day long from esports.com. Shadow Serpents, sarcastic gamer, makeup and hair artist and reviewer, and then all the usual things. Partner with these people. Looks like some sort of fighting game person by the fact it's Bandai Namco. Am I the only one getting major, during the women's thing, getting major gaslighting psycho ex-boyfriend, red flag vibes every time? Look at the capitalization. Every time I see anything Thorin posts, I cannot be the only one, right? I'm actually concerned he thinks that this behavior is perfectly fine as long as he can become relevant again. I have to become relevant. Thousands of people I don't know are commenting on me in there. That's not me being relevant. They would do that to a random they'd never ever heard of who had no, it doesn't even make sense. It's not. Then this person goes, this man who claims he basically is esports. I am basically esports. Like me and the OGs are esports. But all he does is crap on women being involved in esports. I didn't only though, did I? Like I actually helped let Shocks get her first break on camera. I helped promote people like Froskurin and Kelsey Moser. I did a show with Emily Rand long before she was on the LCS. I helped Gio recently with a show in Valorant. I've helped countless women throughout the fucking industry. I hired Potter to Flashpoint when she wasn't being hired by the big events. I had Freya when she wasn't hired by anyone except DreamHack and Faceit. I didn't only crap on women, did I, you fucking arsehole? He's old enough to not be a gaslighting douche, like there's an age cut-off now. Let me know that you're an idiot by the fact that you say that. But apparently that's what he's good at. Yeah, I'm not good at doing videos, 2.5k of them, thousands and thousands and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of words published online. Did like 8 majors, 70-something plus events. Didn't do all that. All I did is crap on women on Twitter. Then this person goes, he's probably the most relevant analyst in CSGO, whether you like his takes on matters outside the game or not. They go, lol. So the thing is, I'm a woman. We hadn't fucking guessed yet. So I stand up for women. No, you just blindly say that everyone must worship women and never criticise them. Otherwise, it's only for them being women. And because you're an idiot, you haven't looked into who I am. You've just gone, wait, he blocked a woman. I will stand up for her, my lady. So he may be amazing at his analysis. No, a minute ago I was crap and I never did anything. Can you acknowledge that you were lying about that and that you've actually retracted that now? But I do not have to agree on his opinion. No one fucking said you could. Log the fuck off or block, you actual wanker. That women, I don't have to agree with his opinion that women do not belong in esports. Find me where I've ever put that opinion on the internet. It doesn't exist. It's okay. It isn't okay. You're crying about it. He blocked me for my opinion back in December. This is in May. This person goes, what the fuck are you even talking about? Thorin is one of the guys that supports women the most in esports. It's not only because of him, but mostly that Frisky, Emily Rand and Kelsey Moser got noticed in first place and landed amazing jobs in esports. Then this person, it's only May, goes, well, this tweet is back in December when he apparently changed his mind. Like, this idiot now, because they know nothing about my career, even though they're telling me what my career was like, thinks that in 5 months I've done all those things he's just talked about. You utter fucking clown. 2022. The fact that he dug it months later and blocked me so I wouldn't see him, call me a look at the capitalization spelling, call me a moron and question my mental health in a very unprofessional way, and is also doing the exact same thing to others. A guy even says Thorin is the more to lift up and platform women in esports than almost any other individual. Right? Remember this part here. The fact that he would call me a moron and question my mental health in a very unprofessional way. Am I the only one getting major gaslight and psycho ex-boyfriend red flag vibes from this person who thinks they can be fucking relevant again, but they didn't know about me before December? I'm going to be relevant again, and then 5 months later they think I did all that shit with all the women because I changed my mind because the dickheads like this tweeting at me. Do you see why Twitter's diminishing returns, boys? Apple Cider Witch, which is someone who led the Hot Gamer Collective plus Overwatch Capture Club, as a game photographer. They got a few thousand. They were in the Overwatch scene. This person is beyond bonkers. This is the sort of person who needs to be blocked, but let's just look into it. So in 2022, wow, Thorin said something not racist for once. Yeah, I've done like 100k plus tweets, and apparently only one of them wasn't racist. Yeah, totally believable. Not absurd hyperbole to the extent that you're obviously mental. Then, but this one in December during the women thing, I think it's especially, let's have a look at, yeah, here we go. Because Crumb's dared to come out and speak on my behalf. Hi, speaking as a critic here, shut the fuck up. Critics interpret things and evaluate their merit. Oh, so this is a critic. They get to decide what a critic is, but I can't be one. I'm not one. Thorin is just a giant conservative shithead. I've never voted conservative in my entire life and has been for years. Not sure what that has to do with criticism in the formal sense, but lowercase criticism. He's endemic of esports' worst attributes, like being presumably a conservative shithead and not critiquing with merit. Okay. I think it's especially telling of how many men in esports either want to not fuck up the bag or are genuinely too cowardly to understand how truly racist and volatile Thorin is. Yikes, this is why I need an editor. His worst attributes are endemic of esports. Yeah, it's weird. You're not a very good critic, are you? It's almost like you're just full of shit when you said that. And there's all these men, they just don't want to fuck up the bag. If you talk shit on me, you fuck up the bag. Or they're just too cowardly to know how truly racist and volatile I am. Let's look at this person's Twitter history, shall we? March of 2021. Who has a better understanding of Thorin? Someone who's historically been on the receiving end of the racism and has kept up on the said racist things he said in aggregate over a period of years, or you, replying to this guy. So they're now keeping up on me, keeping tabs on how racist I am. Then this is the same day. Thorin has me blocked, so maybe he won't need to screen cap my tweets to harass me, but he's a giant fucking racist and he needs to be boosted out of the industry. Booted, presumably they mean. I think I made fun of like one tweet because this nutter has been doing this for years. Here's a good one, same month. Thorin's been a crypto-fash, as in I'm secretly fascist for years, and cringe gets him, but that's the COD community for you, when I was like going back and forth bantering COD people. Back in 2018. By the way, this isn't the one time Thorin said something out of line. There's this years gap though where you just not okay, wait. He's been doing this for years. He always says fucked up shit. Like it's his actual beliefs. Look how many exclamation marks. Wow, 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 wow. Same month. This is when Newsweek and Sasha were trying to rub her house against me. Good old Getam Chun, one of the most unhinged people to ever work in esports. One of the ones who basically posted really hateful tweets about Susie when she married Monty and had a kid on the basis shit that Monty can't associate with me and Monty's evil because he was with me. And so even commenting like how she probably shouldn't have married Monty, etc. A really disgusting human being. Oh, Thorin, not surprising. He loves Breitbart. When have I ever said I love Breitbart, by the way? Why do they just make up my opinions? Apparently I'm so evil. I've done all these insane tweets, but they have to just make up my opinions. So many people in games love right-wing shit. Yeah, super popular, isn't it? It's only an entire industry cocked by fucking the left wing, but okay, with flags everywhere during the months of certain parts of the year. Thorin is crypto-fash again. And I hope everyone knows it now. Well, if you say so, nutter, I guess it must be. Are you ready? That's all I'm going to say about this, because anything that comes out of Thorin's mouth or his friend's mouth, any friend of mine now, is inherently bad faith. Yeah, we've never said anything good faith in our lives, says the person making up all our opinions and lying about us. And there's a smokescreen for maintaining a white, straight, cis male paradigm in esports. You already know they're bonkers when that list comes out. And anyone who says otherwise is talking out their ass. You can't have a different opinion, otherwise it's in bad faith, you're talking out your ass. Thorin and Yiska, now Yiska just from doing the shows involved, are talking about this, not because they really have an investment in Owl's success. By the way, we did like a whole podcast, episode after episode, just to keep Owl interest alive and try and make narratives, but we didn't do all that. We did it just to keep like white male cisgender people in control, patriots fucking in control or some shit like that, by looping back into some imagined demographic. But because they hate women, we hate women now, having an influence on the entertainment they also enjoy. Why would I promote people like Kelsey Moser, Shocks, Froscorin, Emily Rand, etc., Little Susie, if I hate women? Women are interlopers and ruin things. Well, you said it, love, not me. Thorin sticking up for some streamer using, you know the word. Here's a good one. Sorry, folks, but Thorin is trash and Monty is 100% up for defending his trashiness, and it will always be like, oh gosh, but what if we stopped using these words? Where will it end? Despite Thorin being on record repeatedly for being violently bigoted. Not even just like he said some off-colour joke. Violently bigoted. I would say violently bigoted by definition would be like you actually like beat someone up or murdered them in real life over racial issues or bigotry, some sort of discrimination. But no. Me making tweets is violently bigoted. Do you get a sense this isn't a person who exists in reality? They just live terminally online. Then the same year, Thorin is literally the most outspoken, violently racist person in esports, though. It's not our of context. Then what was this person responding to? Why aren't there more content creators and journalists, says the guy literally tweeting about unhinged fangirls. Oh, there we go. Basically, this person probably wanted to be in the scene or some shitter friend of theirs. And the reason why there aren't more women, even though I promoted women over and over and over again. How about journalists? How about Ashley Kang? I paid a flight to an event. How about Dualism, who worked for G2 and worked for some other websites? Oh, it's loads of them. How about Freya when she first came on the scene doing interviews with topmid.gg? Oh, you don't know about any of that because you're a fucking bozo just trying to make me seem racist. And then they go, who? Thorin. So it's because I tweeted about unhinged fangirls. Probably this idiot. Let's face it. I probably made fun of a stupid tweet they made. Some of them delete the tweets as well. And then they just gone mental after that, haven't they? This individual is called Naori Mizuki. They are esports analyst, caster, host. They've worked with ESL. They've worked with Valorant Esports. They co-host of a podcast and now the Valorant coach for Ominous Gaming. Okay, so it's in 2022. You know who I'm talking about when I say, why the hell does he still have a platform? Because you're allowed to just make a Twitter account and a YouTube account. If people choose to follow it and watch the videos, you have a platform. It's not because some dickhead like Naori Mizuki met in a council and voted and putting a black ball or a white ball into like a fucking jar, and then the votes decided if I get to have a platform. We're not in your communist utopia of a planned society where you get to choose in the Politburo who has a fucking platform or not. Why do we... You don't allow shit, love. You don't allow shit. Why do we still allow him to influence anyone? Because you have no control over it. It makes me ill seeing the vitriol that he spews all over Twitter. Look what you're doing right now, you fucking cretin. Get some self-awareness. Get him out! So I have to just leave the industry. I cannot believe we can deplatform Andrew Tate, but not him. Right, let me know how you deplatformed Andrew Tate. He is still all over every fucking TikTok and YouTube video ever. He's even back on Twitter, and you think you deplatformed him. You live in a fantasy world where this is an episode of Survivor and you're voting people off the island, you fucking lunatic. And then it goes, bro, I'm blocked, so what's the point? I purposely didn't because I'm trying not to increase his platform and give him more impressions. If you can't understand that concept, then shame, bless your heart. Are you ready? I had that with another certain someone when they went nuts on the Overwatch community. They're referring to Richard Lewis. But for Thorin, get ready, the old classic lie. I was part of the Women Belong in Esports block wave, and honestly, happy to be blocked for that. Bye-bye. So she's implying that I blocked her when I was blocking everyone who said women belong in esports. Now, what I thought was funny about this goes like this. This individual, remember who they work with, ESL and VALORANT, and they deplatformed Andrew Tate. And they want to get rid of people with a bad platform and not allow them to have influence. So logically, this person is committed to deplatforming people with a harmful influence. They've even deplatformed Andrew Tate because of how he's treated women, presumably, right? So I hope they never worked an event for ESL after they've been bought by the Saudis. You know how they treat women, don't you? What's that? Gamers Without Borders. Let's go down. The year was, on the side you can't see it, but it's 2023. And who's this hired? Commentators. Naori Mizuki getting Saudi money. And for Gamers Without Borders female, the fucking sickness of Gamers Without Borders in a country they kill people at the border, female edition, and you're funded by Saudi money. If people don't know, I'll quickly show people on the side just to show you what I mean by that. You'll see there, it sponsors the Saudi Ministry of Sport. It organises Saudi Esports Federation and ESL. Millions of dollars. And they worked for him, of course. Cool. This is Tom, aka Sawyer Prod, who's esports production for Confetti ICT, freelance broadcast operations, LOL observer, and aspiring broadcast engineer. Okay, let's check this guy out. You mean Karasamai, the drama baiting idiot, or Thorin, the openly sexist moron? Okay. Are you ready? After someone talked about blocking people, he had a block that just blocked anyone who liked tweets that supported women. It doesn't matter how many tweets I make. They can never find actual tweets I've done that are haters. So it's about a conspiracy theory that I have a bot that blocks everyone who likes a tweet. Even though, bizarrely, I seem to block people and just guess that later on they'll call me ridiculous shit like openly sexist morons. Weird how that works. This is Sabe Lol. Previous production coordinator at Nerd Street, director of media and events at Challengers Up. 2 truths, 1 lie. My name is Ethan, presumably that's his name. I'm Asian. 2 truths, 1 lie. Thorin takes criticism well. So I only blocked for criticising me. I thought this was a good joke. Are you not Asian? They're implying that, like, the other 2 are fine. Let's have a look what this guy's history's like. Just blocked him for criticism. So here he is asking Theon to jump in on the women in esports thing. What do you think about the Thorin situation? Here's his thoughts on the women in esports thing. Bro, people are not mad at Thorin because of his esport content. They are mad because he is a massive and unapologetic sexist. Just like how no one is mad at you because you were by far the driest and most disengaged caster of all 10 seasons. You never casted 10 seasons. They are mad at this piss take. He was also a pro player for a bunch of seasons, you moron. Here we go. The controversy and subsequent sexist rhetoric that people such as Thorin have been pushing has sent ripples throughout esports for 3 days now. By the way, this is actually just critique, just saying I'm using sexist rhetoric. I'd love for strong community figures such as Jacob Wolf or Theon on Fire say something about what's going on. A tweet would do rabble-rousing against me, but remember, just criticising me. He still does call himself that, though. It's in his bio. Here we go. Here we go. Christmas Day. They tweet this. Merry Christmas. Reminder that the power of socials is that everyone has a platform. Your voice has an impact. Christmas Day. Thorin is a massive sexist, just criticism, and I have to handle that well on Christmas Day. And you have the ability to make sure he has no place in esports by not engaging with his content and using your platform to raise awareness. Day before that, day before Christmas, Christmas Eve, if you want any semblance of gender equality within our community, we cannot continue endorsing, working with, or platforming people who are blatantly enemies of women. Go touch grass, Thorin. Same day, this is what he's replying to. I'm so sick of Thorin. Every few months, Thorin tweets some degenerate sex. Yeah, it's degenerate to call out sexual degeneracy and fucked up woke politics. That's degenerate. By definition, that's based, you cretin. The only reason why this guy is still mainstream is because he auto-blocks people who like tweets that criticise him. It's, right now, by blocking people who like tweets, that keeps me mainstream. Because if they were allowed to call me out, it would deplatform me, make me irrelevant. But they already said if they tagged me, that would like give me more. So they're not. What is going on? By the way, it was only sexist to call out Lena for that whole thing where she hired her boyfriend and gave him a massive contract extension. But she tweeted, "It's not hard to not be an idiot." I said, "It's not hard to not have sex with people who work with you." Kind of true, right? She's president of a $400 million valued company. Here we go. Thorin is fucking trash. Always has been. More lovely critique here. If I said that about them and I was nobody, you think they'd block me? They'd block me in a heartbeat, mate. They'd even say I was harassing them. The fact that he still manages to have credibility and hasn't been ousted as a raging sexist speaks volumes on how primitive the esports community. Everyone else is just a primitive Neanderthal knuckle-dragging cretin because they won't out me instantly from the industry. Thorin is scum. Just critique again. Then I blocked him. So wait a minute, I blocked him first. But when that's weird, because it's like he must have done something. Probably like the tweet saying something heinous, like I'm a violent racist that should be kicked out the scene. And somehow I guessed this guy wouldn't be cool. He hadn't even criticised me at the time, logically, unless he deleted his tweets. But then magically he goes on a hate campaign for years. Weird how that works. This is Jace, Overwatch 2 colour / play-by-play flexcaster. You know the rest. Perks posting that interview. I'm sure this interview was really engaging and gives us great insight into Perks as a player and human, perhaps. Well, you couldn't just stop there and go enjoy the interview, right? There's got to be some mental reason why you'd have a problem with that. Like, I'm giving you a free interview. You can still access it via just going to incognito mode, logging out, get the interview for free. But no, here's why the most important thing in the world is that you tell Perks that I blocked you. Unfortunately, Thorin is limited and has about half of esports Twitter bot. But wait, mate, I only block women, they said earlier. And we know that half of esports is not women. No matter what lie stat you see. So how have I blocked all those people if I only block women? Weird. And the idea I have half of... No, I just have you blocked, you twat. Very hard to go on his YouTube. That would involve me deliberately searching for Thorin's content, and I respect women too much to do that. Yet you're replying to a post about my video. By the way, replying would give engagement to Perks' tweet, makes his tweet more relevant, more likely to appear in the algorithm. People will see it. They're not blocked by me. They'll click on the video and go that you've helped to support me. You're just too stupid to know otherwise. Let's look what this person was saying, though. Cool person, right? Let's look. So there's the thing they said about that. Right, earlier the same year, 23 today. Get ready. 23 today. It's their birthday. What are they going to post? This is like the guy who's the loser on Christmas Day. Fields' birthday, man. Stream later today. Stream on their birthday around 3 to 4 p.m. EST. By the way, they have 344 followers. And, birthday wish, please deplatform Thorin. Thanks. To get some shitty likes on their birthday. Let's keep going back. March. The heel character doesn't work for broadcasting Overwatch, in my opinion. I mean, Monty did it to great acclaim, you fucking cretin. Because you're blunt and harsh, you come across as a dick, so no one respects you. No, just people like you don't respect him. Therefore, they dismiss what you say. And you can't say, you just hate me because I'm spitting facts. Well, you could. You can't stop him. Because you also sound even more like a twat. Monty and Thorin, e.g. as an example given. Oh, we can't do any of that, and no one likes us on broadcast. We kept getting hired to all those world championships. Here's one, when the women in esports thing. Timeline is full of Thorin, Monty, and Semler hate right now. Kind of based, to be honest. What they do, left-wing people, is because they don't understand memes. They just take your term. Oh, they're saying based. I'll say, actually, all the bad things that I'm doing are based. Haha, based. All old heads of the industry. I'ma be real. I've only had bad experiences with CSGO fanboys. What has it got to do with fanboys? We're not fanboys, are we? Not just on Twitter. Oh, in real life. Okay, cool. That scene just don't realise women exist. Holy shit. Yet this is 2021 after I've promoted loads of women, including women in Counter-Strike. Weird how that works, isn't it? Oh, don't worry. The guy who posted on his birthday is posted on Christmas about me. Happy Christmas to everyone except Semler and Thorin. Got some big plans, and you haven't got any plans, mate. You're fucking tweeting on those precious days of the year. Got some big plans in the new year. Hopefully going to be casting more than Overwatch. Love you all. I love the idea they might even be implying they come to Counter-Strike, like they have a chance. That's it. Just went mental because of the women in esports thing, apparently. Contas, who is a senior QA technician at Climax Studios, game design graduate, owns a Mazda 6. Anyway, whatever, you get the point. Made in Portugal, apparently a lot of idiots in Portugal. After this guy goes, top 10 career suicides. Have you ever heard of this guy, by the way? He's got 2,000 followers now, and he's a consultant. I've never heard of him. But apparently I committed career suicide in 2021. It's 2024, still making all that skrill. doing whatever the fuck I want in it. Posted part of my thing without what I originally said. This guy goes, finally, people are done with him. Bad takes all the time. I got blocked. Are you ready? It's always about them being blocked. It's not the bad takes and the racism don't affect them until I block them. And that's the big problem. Just shows you their hierarchy of values. I got blocked by him for liking a friend's post about her getting blocked by him. Amazing stuff. Okay, let's look into the history of this individual with me, right? So that was a block, remember? And it was in 2021. So you ready? 2018. MIBR fans, because he's can speak Portuguese. Glad your opinion is not relevant either. Saying some stupid shit. I already sent you a message and I'm not blocking. Finally, people are done. I got blocked by liking a friend's post. Not by saying glad your opinion is not relevant either. Then, after getting blocked, never been so proud of getting blocked by Thorin. Glad his ego and shit mentality are catching him. No one is better to ruin his career than himself. But it was implied that like they didn't want to be blocked by me. Thorin is a loser. To Jake Lucky of all people. He loves treating everyone like shit, just blocked you in other words, and then just blocks everyone who disagrees. Now, before it was liking a post, now suddenly he disagreed with me, so he has tweeted at me. One more, same day. I still don't know how Thorin has a job after all the shit he says on Twitter, or how people go with his opinion even. Yet you would be following and replying to my tweets and wouldn't have a problem with me if I hadn't blocked you, you think, for liking a tweet of your friend saying they were blocked by me. Here's one where I had to do the shot chaser, and the reason why is I've noticed, are you ready? Cowards like this, when I call them out and they get dunked on with the tweet, delete the tweet. In fact, this person appears to have deleted every tweet about me, but they love to be a little shitheel in the block days. So this is beautifully aged this year, because when Danny made that comment about like it wasn't true, all the accusations, and this moron goes, wow, Thorin lying / making shit up, who would have thought? Well, not me, because I haven't lied in 22 plus years, and an idiot like you's never been able to prove it. In fact, when I now call you out for this a year at the end of the same year, bizarrely, you get the old deleted tweet going on. It's gone now. And let's go down here. You ready? Here's a follow-up that this person saved. People will sooner believe that there is some sort of grand conspiracy that EG is run by evil Illuminati blood drinkers because Thorin said so, instead of believing the actual alleged victim who said it's exaggerated / not true. So this idiot is the person going, hey, she wasn't beaten by her husband, man. She just said that she walked into a door handle and then she tripped down the stairs and broke her arm. It doesn't matter that he is holding her other arm very hard and looking at me with bloodshot eyes, and she is saying, there's nothing wrong happened. This is all fine, and I'd like to go home with my husband and not press charges. You're the asshole who defends abusers, you fucking shitter. But let me guess, did you delete this tweet too? Is that why Yaska had to fucking screenshot it? That's what a piece of shit you are. What's that? No tweets exist ever about me. What the fuck? Jap import. It's amazing how people can be woke and be like this. This is the person who does skill capped, challenger jungler, professional coach, all roles, Twitch partner. Then he adds in some shit about being a fucking multi-instrument. You got 2.9k followers, Matson. Are you ready? Monty posted something about League, and me and him did like a top 5 best top laners. 1 hour discussion. So let's see how they get mad about that, but not about the content. Permanently stuck in a loop of liking Monty, but never being able to consume his content because he pairs himself with a pathetic excuse for a human. Well, that's impossible because Monty's been doing content with us in 2014. So I don't believe actually in 2022 that you've just skipped all those years. What, like 8 years of content? I don't believe that. Otherwise, how would you still like Monty? And then this person goes, hey man, is it okay if I ask what's Thorin's deal? Like, why is he so hated? Pretty good question, right? This person goes, long history of pushing sexist and racist rhetoric. Anyway, whatever. And then this guy goes, this is on top of calling everyone snowflakes. I barely ever call people snowflakes. Right-wing people or online people who are controversial do that. And so then people go, you must be, you are just like what, you are watching Stephen Crowder and the Daily Wire and you are calling us all snowflakes. And I don't do that, so okay. While simultaneously blocking anyone who might disagree with him before they even interact with him. Let's just check. Because are you ready? I got blocked and I've never liked or responded to his tweets. Richard Lewis is pretty much a discount version of Thorin's. It's like vaguely similar to me, but okay. Let's check out this guy's history. So, we'll go all the way back, shall we? Vouch. What's he vouching for? Senate shooting my shot, wishing me luck. Hey, Thorin, would you make me the happiest woman alive and block me? Ha, lol, vouch. So after I blocked him, bizarrely, he's being an arsehole, but it's weird how that works, okay. He can't read this. He's literally just a Thorin carbon copy, and that is not a good thing. You aren't missing anything. How do you know you're not missing anything if you haven't seen my tweets? Then this is a good one. Oh, then he's back to that same shit again, but we'll go past that. Then, that was in September 2022. This year, 2023 rather, this is how I find out I'm no longer blocked by Thorin. Another one of his shit takes. Now when you unblock them, they complain. Oh, don't worry, I'll be doing a Thorin versus Unblocked. These people are beyond unhinged, guys. It's just about having an excuse to complain and say I'm shit. Then here's a good one. I've never seen a positive take about Thorin, whatever, because dickheads like you fill the internet with signal noise. I'm not sure what kind of bubble I'm living in, a mentally ill one, but like, does anyone even like this guy? I just can't believe it. Yeah, hundreds of thousands of followers, tens of thousands of views on videos, 8 majors worked, millions of dollars earned, but no one likes me because I blocked you once. Reslived or something. Technical systems designer, player first games, commentator / competitor for Smash Brothers, so you know what fucking list he's on, and Project M Game, is that the Riot one that's coming up? And then a bunch of stuff, esports superfan. Regular reminder that Thorin has some incredibly whack opinions and we should stop platforming him. Ooh, this will be interesting later. Brought to you by the Blocked by Thorin gang. Okay, Blocked by Thorin gang. This is the day before. This is the same year. Kaizen makes a post about something. Good call, lol. I leave you with the last thing I replied to you with, but I think we wouldn't get anywhere, so I won't DM. Side note, I genuinely can't see what you RT'd originally because Thorin blocked me. LMAO. Same year, in February. LMAO, Thorin blocked me. Don't know how long ago or for what reason. Okay, I kind of know for what reason. Give it away already. I'll just lie, and then even in the lie, actually, I kind of do. Good riddance, LMAO. But then he's complaining about being blocked by me, so he can't see stuff. Previous year, wait, Thorin is an idiot white nationalist with extremist views. I wonder why I was blocked. Oh, that's right. He remembers why I was blocked. Why I blocked him. How could we have known that before, aside from basically everything he says and does? Everything I'd said and done in esports up to 2018 showed that I'm an idiot white nationalist with extremist views. He'll face no repercussions for this. What repercussions should I face? Bullet in the back of the head and then shoved into a shallow grave? Let us know what repercussions, sir. 2014, all the way back 4 years earlier. TK Breezy makes a comment, caster. Dude, you should just be the next Thorin and just say shit to people for the sake of esports. He was triggered all the way back then, guys. Amazing. Why was that blocked? Probably for no reason. Yeah, there is a reason. Good riddance. Bro, have you got like dissociative identity disorder? Are you talking to yourself? Is this the movie Identity? Is this all just characters in your head? Do you actually think I'm real? Am I inside your head too, telling you stuff? Oh, snap. Shit just got incredibly real. Oh, you don't like it when I go you sacred oxes. Oh, every StarCraft 2 fan loves Nathanias. Cool Nathanias. Isn't he just the coolest, guys? Let me show you what an abusive twat Nathanias is and a gatekeeping piece of shit. So you know Nathanias, veteran caster in StarCraft 2. Up to this year, when he was unblocked, StarCraft 2 historian did an interview with me about StarCraft 2. Are you ready? This is going to be interesting because this is a precedent I'm going to show you applied to people who had nothing to do with me. He goes, we platforming alt-right trolls who know nothing about the game now. I know nothing about StarCraft history or StarCraft. And I'm an alt-right troll. Keep that in mind for later. Sorry, dude, I can't support anyone who is willing to platform this guy. Right, well, here's the problem, Nathanias. Richard Lewis platforms me. Monte Cristo platforms me. A bunch of big events in the future might platform me. I've worked on all sorts of different publications. I've been on all sorts of different websites. Tons and tons of people. I'm even going to have massive people from StarCraft on my reflection. So logically, you can't support Richard Lewis, right? Who would actually, by the way, probably consider you a friend or an acquaintance of his. And no doubt you like him. Seems like it from your interactions on Twitter. No, what you're doing here, and I'm going to show this, is you're such a piece of shit. You're trying to bully this guy for doing an interview with me. You're trying to bully him and say that you can't support him in any context, implying other people shouldn't. If they platform me, you won't help him in his career, who's done sick interviews. I think he did an interview like fucking Zest or something, mate. So let's look into this, because this guy has a history of abusive behaviour like this. So what I'm going to do is, because he's deleted some of the tweets, because he's a little rat, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you what he's done with the tweets, okay? So here we go. This is him saying he can't platform me, okay? But here's the problem. I go back a little bit. Look, 2021. Zoe, who's a friend of mine, by the way, did reflections with her, talked about being blocked by someone you'd never said anything to. But by the way, the implication he's like that is mental when you see the things he said to me. But someone's never said anything but hello. And he goes, Thorin, tons of industry peeps blocked by him. I've literally never even spoken to the dude. You'll soon see that's a lie, as well as his history of bullying people who are small in the community. Regardless, I agree the behaviour's weird. So bringing me up in a context has nothing to do with me. She even replies and goes like, no, I don't have any problem with him. He hasn't blocked me. Then here's a good one. Go back to 2015, of course. Really enjoying the banter, mate. It's been a nice morning. He's watching me on the broadcast as part of the Gfinity's Angels at Gfinity with Scoots and Richard Lewis. Keep that in mind as well. These are only, it's less than 10 years span, guys. Here's what happened. ESPN Esports did an article called StarCraft 2's Shrinking Talent Pool. And it was about how they were losing talent because the game was dying off. It's in 2016. And the tweet said, who will take Flash's place as a StarCraft 2 superstar? The answer, a shrinking talent pool, means no one will. What a great fucking article this was, considering most of the next 10 years is the same people to this day competing in GSL, because the newer people don't play that game. If anything, they played Overwatch, League of Legends and Valorant after this. So then this asshole comes in and goes, I'm sure the shitter who wrote this did it for the chance to be an ass even more than for money. They want clickbait, right? This was written by Stuchu, who, if you know, never gave controversial takes, was just an amazingly hard-working guy, used to work for TeamLiquid.net, was a great community writer, and actually someone who was sort of a protege of mine. This guy doesn't know that, by the way. He just goes that a shitter wrote this for the chance to be an ass, and you'll soon discover this asshole hadn't read the article. He was just responding to that tweet. So down there, this person goes, this article is just YouTube's from a few days ago. The tweet is by someone being edgy. And then this person goes, both are awful. So he knows that the article's awful. It's not just the tweet, but wait and see what he lies and says soon. Here's some deleted shit. So up here, the old version, this person goes, you may not care about smaller audiences, but that's no reason to shut on the game. So you're implying the game is getting smaller. You're just triggered and it's no reason to shut on the game. Okay, then in comes Shatterfront. If they didn't care about niche audience, why would they commission the article? This guy goes, I'm sure the shitter who wrote it did it for the chance to be an ass more than money. So, okay, that's why they got this article commissioned. Are you ready? Both are awful. Keep going down here. And the fraudman himself even says the tweet's definitely too negative, but the article's merely identifying criticisms. Doesn't make it awful. Everyone, by the way, was defending against this, showing what an asshole this guy is. Get ready for more deleted shit. Stucho himself goes, I'm a bit sad that of all my articles, the only one big community members talk about is this one, but I guess that's life. So then Huck comes in. It's almost purely because of the tweet, not the actual article. The article is definitely debatable, though, and obviously OP. I mean, it's like really good. Then Stucho goes, yeah, I think the article is debatable. Wax Angel, the editor-in-chief of Team Liquid, had some really interesting, good counterpoints about it. Then Huck goes, I agree. Either way, anyway, keep skipping down, right? You go down to here. Like, in comes Real Hayoka from Team Liquid. It's the tweet we're ragging on because it's sensationalist. Article is good. Then Nathanias, who said both were awful and called the author of the article a shitter, says tweet was the biggest issue. Because that's where he tried to play a little game with the goalpost and deleting tweets about whether he'd read it or not. So you ready? I said, biggest problem with WCS is not this. Then asshole Scarlett, who I'll talk about in another video, came along and said all this stuff about, you've never watched the game or whatever. And then this guy comes into me and goes, well, he embraces the Reddit mentality. He's already cheered me on a Counter-Strike broadcast, by the way. He embraced the Reddit mentality of being an expert on things he doesn't know about quite well, at least. You've just commented on an article you hadn't read. Get ready. And then I just linked to that post about how he hadn't read the article, which later he claimed both are. So that implied he had. He lied. He was disingenuous. Then what does he reply to me, guys? Yeah, I clearly stated I hadn't read it then. Nah. And then people go, no, but maybe he read it in between. No. If you track it, he clearly hadn't. Here's the other one, right? Are you ready? He gives away that only afterwards did he read it. Because again, in comes Apollo to even defend and go wrecked because I posted the post to Nathanias' post. And Nathanias goes, I read it after though, so I will confirm I do disagree. Oh, but he's not a little shitter anymore. You haven't apologised for that. And it's not suddenly an awful article, you fucking wanker. So what you see there is how this guy treats small community members. He bullies them using his position of power and influence just to be shitty to them when he sometimes doesn't even know anything about them or what they've done or what their career is like. Oh, and by the way, same guy tweeting the year before about my banter, who's just got involved in this. Someone says something about me. He goes, who? Does his opinion on SC suddenly matter? Watch the date, 27th of January 2016. 28th of January 2016. Did not expect this. Submit your maps for the next ladder season. Can I get an RT to save SC2? Thorin, winky face. Let's just finish with this. 2020. Was wondering why my Twitter feed has been so nice and clean lately. Then I noticed Thorin blocked me. Remember, he's never tweeted about me or at me or done anything at all. I just blocked for no reason. Just almost like he came in and said hello, like so he said. Then Jess Brohard, who I could tell some mad story. Come at me. Come at me directly, Jess, and let's see what stories I'll tell. Tell you what, I'll just say 3 words for you. Dreamhack winter, and then the number, so 2 words, then the number 2015. Is that enough of a clue for you? And then this person goes, I never even interacted. And he goes, he strikes me as a very hateful person. I don't see much value lost there. No, you strike me as a hateful person, you sack of shit. This is presumably Athena or Athixna. This is someone who is, they were with FlyQuest. They're a Valorant caster and desk analyst. They've actually worked on, like, I think even on VCT or something. So let's look at this tweet for a second. It's from 2018. It goes, I'm all for ending female harassment online. Right, so harassment, not only female one, but in general, she just doesn't want harassment online. But why not instead use those female voices and insist on more rules and regulations to be put in a more vigorous report screening from CSGO? Right, she wants to be able to report people who harass and that we should use our voices to sort of push for this. And she's actually in favour of ending harassment, but in this case, only female harassment because she's a bigot. Let's look what she was tweeting in the past, shall we? This is in 2018. So back when I was just working in esports previously, in 2014, maybe you should learn a thing or two from this video because you are greatly uneducated. Okay, keep going. It suggests, by the way, that I'm calling for pro-rape culture. It sounds kind of pretty insane, right? Then it's because I was talking about that. I don't even remember who Kaz is at this point in time. Who the fuck knows? Let's see what they said, actually. Oh, it's deleted, you can't. So, are you ready? 2014. Remember, this person is a caster in Valorant now, but they don't want there to be any harassment and they think you should be able to report people. 2014. Every time Thorin speaks, I want to punch him in the face. 2015. Please, anyone at X Games, punch Thorin. Oh, by the way, make sexist and racist jokes. That's extremely unprofessional. Here's a good one. Hey, Thorin, remember how you badmouthed Mo? And now he's doing your job 10 times better and more professional. He did that job because my visa was delayed. When I came, the reason he didn't do it anymore is because he was relevant at that point in time. Thorin is rude and offensive to people. That's banter to you, but unprofessional in terms of productions. You're the person who wanted people to punch me. And then this is a good one. One day I'll go into this, right? I've actually never met Def in real life. He made up this story completely. It's mental. Where I made fun of him. And then he goes, I only played a year, ginger fuck. Head down, walking alone at Vegas. Big guy on Twitter, implying like he made me like look at the ground like that. What happened was, I I've never met him, so I have no idea, but I'm going to have to speculate. At DreamHack Vegas, we're walking across a giant casino floor. And he'll have seen me across the thing. And because I wasn't looking at him or didn't see him, I was looking down and screaming, oh, that's Def from Call over there. But here's the problem, mate. If I'd made fun of you, what reason would I have to be scared? They always do this. They always try to make out like they punked me. She loves the idea someone would physically intimidate me in real life. See what the behaviour this person co-signs, by the way. This is good because Raw Stanky, you might not know, is a League of Legends Reddit moderator on the subreddit, has been for years. So get ready for some of the bad things this person says. It's extra funny that Thorin is trending now. This is where I was trending during the women's shit, right? Look how many fucking tweets. Totally irrelevant guy, by the way. I'm glad I'm blocked, so I don't have to see all the BS he's spewing, says a guy commenting meta-contextually on a thread about how I'm going viral and everyone's interested. I wish I wasn't blocked. Oh, you wish you weren't blocked, right? Let's see what you were blocked for then. Only so I could post something to get blocked again. This is a moderator saying they want to actually, essentially what they would describe as harass me on Twitter. A moderator on Reddit. The people who get to choose what is on there. At this point, getting blocked by him is as easy as touching grass. LMAO. You say it's easy to touch grass? Yeah, Thorin clearly doesn't. That probably sounded cool in a Marvel movie that was in your brain. So let's go back. Enough Thorin complaining. Look at my cute popper. Okay. 2nd of September. Is this about the Thorin tweet / Reddit thread? You may as well just at Thorin, but I'm sure he blocked you already. Classic Thorin. Not even particularly good Photoshop, is it? Oh yeah, I saw. Thorin is a clown, 2021. What did Thorin fucking do this time? I'm blocked, so lol. Everyone, this is a Reddit moderator, but they can't figure out how to see tweets if they're blocked. And everyone else has to just tell them, like fucking around a campfire, what I said. The previous year, 2020, Thorin is a joke. The fact he is even considered for the esports awards and is on the judge panel is downright pathetic. The only thing he brings to the community is his poor attitude, his garbage takes. Look what you're bringing to the community, you dickhead. 2020, why is everyone getting blocked by @Thorin? Oh, look. Then he used to just send me loads of stupid messages. Reddit moderator. Why do you hate Reckless so much anyway? Do you mind? Let's have a look here. Do you mind sending that link in PM? I'd like to read what it says, as though I'm going to fucking DM this fucking idiot. Man, what is with Thorin lately? He's been saying dumber and dumber shit a whole lot these past few months. And I mean it more than he usually... No, you said above that all I've ever contributed is negative shit. 2019, he is one of the most well-known people in esports. Dislike him or not. No, you just dislike me, some people aren't allowed to anymore. Him saying this sort of thing only harms esports. It really needs to be brought up that it's not all right to treat pros like shit. It's all right to treat me like this, though. We all know it's gone on for long enough. Are you ready? Wanting people to be paid enough to live isn't participation culture. It, by definition, is. Because notice you didn't say people who are good at their job or can even do their job. You just want everyone to be paid to do a job, no matter how bad they are, incompetent. It's unfair to people, by the way, Reddit moderator means he's unpaid volunteer, hilariously. He's doing unpaid fucking work, this cretin. It's unfair to people who dedicate their lives to, right, if you just dedicate your life, you should always be paid. But bizarrely, I shouldn't be paid and have a job. Weird how that works. And considering how much you rely on esports, yeah, I do. But I also made esports, therefore esports relies on me. That's why idiots like you are perma-triggered and I live in your head. You should be fighting for the betterment of the people in this. No, I don't fight for the betterment of random shitters or people like you. This is just fucked up, fam, @Thorin. All right, he was a mod of LOL Esports, and then he became a mod of League of Legends. Holy fuck. But then he was just tweeting normally before that. Good old Reddit mods. This is just a banger. That fragile are you? January 2022. Keep blocking the people, are you ready, who call you out for your disgusting behaviour. Why wouldn't I? If I was evil, by the way, of course I'd block you. That doesn't even make sense. If people are evil, they have to not block you because you call them out. And I'm creating a echo chamber by not letting you call me out for my disgusting behaviour. Let's look what you said. So when Thorin said on Twitter that she had actually considered fucking suicide because of criticism of her cast at Worlds, I said, if you're a friend of Thorin's, I used to be, and I have loads of mutuals who follow me, I'd recommend reaching out to offer emotional support. If she is reading mentions, it's going to be a bad time. Most people have no idea the potential impact of reading negative comments from thousands of strangers in a short time. I'm actually being compassionate here. I am trying to transcend my own personal beef with her and actually help her get help, hopefully, from people who care about her. But a mentally ill person just assumes that means I said something fucking insane and heinous. So let's check out what it was, okay? Maybe don't be a disgusting pug and you wouldn't be called out. What's that got to do with Thorin's post? Oh no, it's because I've mentioned that I've had people calling me out. So I'm not allowed to. So we have to go into hate onto me now. Are you ready? This is so mental. Also, this tweet is really distasteful. Essentially telling your followers to go bully someone into suicide. You are sick. Hopefully you get the mental help you need. Holy fuck, the projection. That's how bad woke people can be. Don't worry, I've got a series on that coming soon. This is Signal Brett Hunt, who was apparently business development rep at Newzoo. Tell you what, never see these guys when I've popped into Newzoo. Come at me, motherfucker. Previously at Grid Esports, sounds like an absolute fraud already. Marketing management major, so that's a dog shit one. And psychology minor, so some of the fakest bullshit things, that almost evil degrees you could ever do. Achievement unlocked. Thorin block with no interaction. Now this is someone who helps collate like data about the industry and helps influence the industry. Shall we see if they're a liar? Shall we have a look if they're a liar? So, 2017. This person's an asshole outside of the subreddit. You're missing some context. Posting it with satire is different. Thorin had some great points about over it. Never ever interacted with me, by the way. Is it this article? He then even defends us. But I don't think Thorin and Richard Lewis should be included with the problem part of the group, especially considering their outspoken stances against Scum in the past. Here we go. Further clarification, given this has been a hot button topic. Thorin and IRL are not problems. The problems are when some people, blah, 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 blah. Keep going. Really good take. Wait, what? How is it unreasonable to ask for an example? Okay. Keep going on here. Just follow it. I think Thorin's latest video pointed me in the direction of solving my Overwatch longevity puzzle. I'm going to finish, I'm going to analyse the top 50 posts and do something. Okay, interesting. No contenders the entire weekend, but then they plug their charity. We care about esports. Okay, Overwatch, called out Overwatch. Thanks me for not making a certain meme a certain way. Okay, someone's playing in Premiere fucking around. Keep going. Oh, no. Oh, no. I had seen Thorin's dumb Alex Jones tweet, but this tweet about the Dream Casper situation, I've told the story in the past. A pro player for the Boston Uprising was a mega Western talent, wasn't many Western talents at the time, was the MVP of their team. The team was in a really good position because of his play, and then he got outed as potentially, at the time, allegedly, having tried to like groom a 14-year-old or something mad to come and visit him. He hadn't actually succeeded, but the DMs have come out. And since I'm a journalist, I can't comment and call him a paedophile or a pederast or something like that because it's still being investigated by the police. We don't even know if they're real tweets yet. As a journalist, all I can do is comment on him as a player. I just basically said, it's a shame that now we'll never get to see like the rest of his promising career. And then when people were like, oh, poor him, a paedophile or whatever. And I was like, poor us, you idiot. We also get to miss out on him playing. And everyone said, because you don't call him out, you support paedophilia. And also you are saying that what he did is not important and his victims are not important. And only him playing the game and you want him to play the game. Nothing I ever said. And he put, nobody who thinks, are you ready, that someone's gameplay is greater than being an objectively terrible human being should be representing esports in his capacity. So I shouldn't represent esports because I think, because I put the tweet about his gameplay, that his gameplay is more important than him being an objectively terrible human, even though logically I couldn't as a journalist even comment on that at the time. Then you go up, achievement unlocked, Thorin block with no interaction. And then here's a good one. I worry that in esports journalism, two of our biggest voices in Richard Lewis and Thorin both do this, and people don't consider it either dysfunctional or bullying. They undermine, he just said that I shouldn't be allowed to represent esports because of a tweet I did. They undermine all the positivity, Richard much more so not even me that much, they've done with it. So I've done a load of positive shit. He's still even low-key a fan and knows that I've done some good shit. Okay, cool. The Base 16 Hex/page is a Beast Coast director of cool shit. I think that means they're in the fighting game scene, but it says they're Dota 2, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Dota 2, then okay. I guess it's a West Coast Dota 2 thing. Comics, esports, and merch, okay. And then all the rest of the usual stuff. During the women in esports thing where everyone had to tweet about me for clout, they go, oh, Thorin blocked me, LMAO. I thought it was just Richard Lewis, but I just checked and it's both of them now. I can't remember if that's new or not, but I think it is. Seems silly considering I am in fact esports, but hey, to each his own. This has been my weekly comment on the esports industry. I'm going back to sleep late and playing video games until next year. Are you even a marginalised gender in esports if you're not blocked by IRL or Thorin? The idea that Richard Lewis, who'd housed Remelia and himself describes himself as a member of the LGBTQ community, he just blocks everyone who's of a marginalised gender is beyond fucking a lie and disgusting. I made it, kids. This is my career. This is my career, y'all. Now let's see. Remember, I just block people for being marginalised gender. Let's see what they've done and said. So, okay, let's go down. People Today, 2018. Wow, Thorin is defending the man who harassed victims of a mass shooting. I guess he really is a terrible person. Every minority in esports. You mean you didn't know? Here's a good one. Anyway, I sure hope this is the moment. This is the collective experience that finally makes Thorin unhireable. 2018 wanted me to never be hired ever again, which is how I feed my family. But then later, are you even a marginalised gender if you're not blocked by me? Here's the real question. Why would being one of those people mean you have to antagonise me and then get blocked and flex about it? Do you not actually have real enemies? Do people not actually oppress you? Do you have to just make up and fabricate villains and tilt at windmills? Here's some moron called Proofy Malik. Visual design at PlayStation Studios. Creative, comms closed. Previously, Riot, shocker. Hostesses with Black in Gaming, okay. 2021, when all the clout chasing's going on. Feminism. And then they would like all the tweets saying stuff like, you will die alone like a fragile... They would like them all. And then when I blocked them... Why would I block them? That's weird. But here's the thing. Who were they a year earlier? They're saying this in 2021 to get blocked. In 2020, the only other post, are you ready? I did an article... Oh, I talked about the end of the era of Russian League of Legends success. Hi, Thorin. I'm doing a research project on the history of Russian esports for college and need to cite my resources. I would love to cite your article, but the link is dead. I hope this reaches out to you. Feminism, liking all the posts about me being a cunt. Here's a good one. Kellen Derry, Business Development Coordinator at Hitmarker Jobs. They help people get jobs in esports. See what a wanker this guy is. Thorin is such an ignorant twat. Okay, then they're under my posts. Okay, it's weird. Posting them, it's agreeing with my posts. Okay. Thorin with that Dave and Buster's reference. Smooth viewers love me. Having met Thorin at Star Series Season 6, a LAN event I went to this past week, I decided to catch up on his YouTube series, Thorin's Thoughts. This particular video gave me a new appreciation for how hard this guy works. Nice to meet you outside of the cybersports arena this afternoon. Spot on. Great shit. I'm a big fan of your well-thought-out reasoned videos in long form. You're clearly a very thoughtful and insightful analyst. I get that the biting comments in tweets are part of your persona, but this kind of content is much more digestible to me. Good points here. Insightful discussion from Thorin and Senya on CSGO. Good 5 minutes about that. A few years later, Thorin is an ignorant twat. Last one. Here's a fun one. This is a fun one. So are you ready? This is from Coach Kyle, whoever the fuck that is, Riot Kyle, apparently, Learning and Development Manager for Creatives at Riot Games. Who is Richard Lewis and why is he blocking me? Literally never heard of him until today. Chaser. Love a good talent announcement. This was for the, I think, PGL Major. Sebler and Thorin. Pass. Classic Thorin versus Blocked. Industry edition. In this esports world, it can seem like everyone's against you, but I've always got the Scrilluminati, my Patreon community, riding with me, and it is thanks to the support of the following people, this video and all of them on my channel are made possible. Matt, Pugnatio, Rajcula, Ahmed Hadjou, Frisky, Tosh, Jensen Goh, Animosity, Torin, Tobias Bernasconi. If you've ever watched my videos, you know now I'm going to give a massive shout out to Jerky's Minion, the main man. Do you want to suggest a topic or a guest for my content? You want teasers? Find out who the upcoming interview guests are. Maybe you want to ask me a question. I tend to answer them at length in my video AMA. Do you want to take part in one of those dinner discussions where we talk about what you're interested in esports? Well, if any of these perks or more appeal to you, put your money where your mouth is. Join the Scrilluminati today, where in the description box below is a Patreon link.